This is Tony Duclos with BTS TV. We've currently been working on a film called What's Love? Very dramatic, very crazy love story with twists and turns on every end, including in production itself. And now our crew is going to ask us a couple questions. Sir?
The character of James.
Yeah. Originally, James was a very angry, very tensious, kind of I'm gonna smack you down if you get in my way type of person. He went from that, and although he's still on the pretty negative side, he becomes a player, a very almost pimpish, if you will. You know, has the money, likes throwing it around, but definitely much more subtle, much more subtle.
This is my first actual short film. I did extra work for other films, but this is, I get a little bit of a bigger role, I guess, extra.
This is my first time even being on a set, so it's really exciting.
Because he's kind of like done with you.
He has Uma, which is
Oh, Uma's boyfriend too?
yeah, but she agreed if it's just a basic kiss.
Okay.
So he's just
Hey, we're running some nice tonight.
We are, we're home.
all for a 10, 20 minute 10.
It's worth it, worth it.
Damn. But you're gonna go. Okay.
Get out of my face.
And action.
Cut. Full focus.
What's up, guys? My name is Andrew Eckerson. I am the assistant director currently on our film What's Love? This is behind the scenes extra. This right here is our good friend Alicia Smith. She's playing Kaylee in our new film. Introduce yourself, Kaylee. No, Alicia.
I am Alicia Smith, and I am the actress playing Kaylee today.
So how are you feeling about today? Feeling good?
Good, a little nervous, but overall happy that I'm able to be a part of this production.
Alright, stay tuned. We'll have other stuff later.
Difficulty. I guess some of the most difficult things was I was rolling into a state that I hadn't worked in before, so like crew and cast was all new to me. Specifically working in San Diego, which is a few hours south of LA, is a little bit more difficult finding people that necessarily had the equipment or the skill set to do what we needed to do. And yeah, so it was like everything was kind of like building from the ground up. So yeah, we put a lot of messages out there and looked for who we needed to and sifted through lots of resumes and reels and all that, and we looked for a director of photography for a really long time. We had a lot of offers, a lot of people saying, hey, we can do it for $20,000 or whatever, and it's like, well, we don't have that in the budget. And we got really lucky. We found a guy named Jesse Aragon, who was our director of photography. Incredible guy, incredible director of photography, and yeah, we rocked it out. And on top of that, he also had a great camera, and we were able to get the production to get us a very nice set of lenses to be able to shoot some really nice stuff. And I mean, otherwise, we had a fairly modest lighting package, which I've done shoots with that before, and for the most part, we didn't need anything too major because we were doing like exteriors and stuff like that, so we were able to rely on bounces and stuff. But otherwise, as far as like the church scene, we had a church interior where it was this giant church, and it's like, we had all these windows and everything, so depending on which way we were looking, we were kind of fighting the light, and like we weren't able to do a whole lot with like, being able to create, individual spots within the church and stuff like that. So that was one of the main issues as far as that goes, and the difficulties with shooting this film. All right, action. Further cut.
Hi.
How are you? Are you okay with that?
I don't know, because they wanted to put it now.
I don't know. That's all we can do. Cool. So can we break?
So this is a 4x6.
With the power vested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Everybody was awesome. Like, I couldn't ask for a more friendly, happy crew. Like, we had a, you know, specifically our church day, we had a little issue come up with one of our talent, and we ended up having to do like a 14 and a half hour day. And like, I didn't really hear any complaint from anybody. Like, I'm the type of guy that I only want to work 12 hours. Like, it's exhausting enough just doing those types of days, and having to do that longer day is stressful on me just in itself. But then also having to have like 20 other people that are working with you, and having to just, you know, especially with extras that are coming in and just like twiddling their thumbs, just kind of waiting for that moment that they can be seen, and blah 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 blah. That in itself is kind of a challenge, but I feel like everybody just gelled and just did what they had to do to get everything done, and like, there was no complaints or anything. It was just like, all right, let's do it, let's make it happen. So, and like, that's what I really like about doing indie stuff, is like, people haven't got burnt out. They haven't lost that gem, that luster that that a lot of filmmakers have when they're young. And I've worked with a lot of really experienced people, and sometimes there's a tendency for a lot of the seasoned veterans to start to complain when, you know, something's not right or whatever, because they've been on other stuff and they've been on bigger stuff, but it's, you know, it's supposed to be done this way, or when you're on a real film it's like this. But we didn't have any of that problem from anybody here. Just everybody was enthusiastic and happy to be working on something with, you know, such a great crew and such a great, you know, camera and lighting package, and, you know, people that were handling all that equipment.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. This is BTS TV.
Yes,
This
sir.
is behind the scenes. Check it out.
Yeah. A crazy 3 days. Yeah.
Running early, we've been working with an awesome director named Clark. It's pretty chill.
Birchmere.
Clark Birchmere.
Is that how you say it, Clark?
Yeah, it's Birchmeier.
Birchmeier.
Cat, do it again, do it again.
Alright, you guys say
I keep
that.
saying Birchmere.